I have been requesting him for last 3-4 days to please end his hunger strike, and he has been scolding me. He has been saying that don't be my weakness. Why are you asking me to end the hunger strike? Ask the government. He has lost more than 9 kg weight, and right now he's losing his mass muscle. And muscle
Now
mass.
that's not a good sign.
Doctors
At the age of 60.
Yeah, that's not to lose muscle mass is not a good sign. And on 20th July, people from across the country will be coming to Jantar Mantar. Many MPs from all parties will be coming here, and we will be marching towards the parliament.
I think in the past 26-27 days, more than 1.7 lakh people have joined us here at Jantar Mantar. I think the kind of space we have created, everything that is done peacefully within the four corners of the constitution, I think that's a legitimate form of protest. I think the narrative should not become about his health alone, but people should be asking why the government is choosing to be ignorant.
Hello and welcome. My name is Sanket Upadhyay and you're watching me on The Federal. The show is called AI with Sanket. This is the AI of news because news in India today requires not artificial but analytical intelligence. We are right now at Jantar Mantar, the protest site for the Cockroach Janta Party, which is now inching very close to 1 month of a sit-in protest. And this is the 19th day of a hunger strike of Sonam Wangchuk. Let me now quickly tell you, as you can see, this is Sonam Wangchuk being regularly attended to by doctors, by Abhijit Dipke. His vital statistics are normal, but obviously, as you can see, people are constantly in attendance, trying to ensure that nothing untoward happens. There is a lot of muscle mass loss, which we have learnt about. And now this is a matter of great concern. So how long will his hunger strike continue is of crucial and significant importance. Just a short while ago, I went on top of that stage, tried to speak to Sonam Wangchuk. He's really weak. He's not being able to speak. But he did mention, when I asked him the question, that a lot of people seem to suggest that you must end your fast because nobody wants your health to be in a state of crisis. And the only one thing he told me was, I asked him, when will you take that decision? He said, after the 20th. So is it possible that after the 20th, Sonam Wangchuk could end his fast? Well, there is an important thing that is supposed to happen on the 20th. On the 20th of this month, of July, the Cockroach Janta Party has decided to carry out a march to Parliament. Now, whether that march will be allowed or not is going to be very, very interesting. Whether that march will be allowed or not by the Delhi police. But if it is not allowed, then also will Sonam Wangchuk's position of the hunger strike remain the same, or will the protest in its form change? That is the biggest point. I spoke just a short while ago and asked all these questions of Abhijit Dipke, who's of course the head of this Cockroach Janta Party. He's still on the stage right now. Let's listen in to what he had to say. Joining me right now is Mr. Abhijit Dipke. Abhijit, this is what almost a month. We are about to complete almost a month for this protest, and the fast of Sonam Wangchuk, who's right behind me as you can see, has also entered its 19th day. 19 days and he's now growing weak. So don't you think that there is a sense of responsibility that you have to ensure that he is out of harm's way?
My responsibility is to take care of him, which I have been, and personally I am very much concerned about his health. And because of that, I have been requesting him for last 3-4 days to please end his hunger strike, and he has been scolding me. He has been saying that don't be my weakness. Why are you asking me to end the hunger strike? Ask the government why they are not ready to listen, why they are not ready to have a dialogue. And that is what he has been saying me. Now, he is an adult. He is a 60-year-old man who has achieved so much in his life. He is a scientist, he is an educationist. I am like his child. He is like a father figure to me. I cannot scold him. I cannot dictate him to end the hunger strike. I can only request him, which I have been.
How are his vital parameters?
He has lost more than 9 kg weight, and right now he's losing his mass muscle. And muscle
Now that's not a good sign
doctors
at
have,
the age of 60.
yeah, that's not to lose muscle mass is not a good sign, and the doctors have said in next few days there could be also his organ might get affected, but his vitals looks good. But the thing is that the muscle mass reduction is something very concerning.
Abhijit, where does this movement go from here? I mean, I understand you've made a point, but there are other ways of carrying on a protest, and a hunger strike is a part of protesting. But there are other ways also. So, do you think you need to move forward to other forms?
Even we are exploring that because we don't want to risk his life. His life is far too precious for that. We have been trying to explore those options, but the thing is that for that this person needs to accept our request. But he's just not ready. I don't know what he's made of. He's been saying, don't you worry about me, I'll be fine. You just focus on the march and on how the march could be successful and how more people could participate in that march.
Okay, last question. On the 20th, you are planning a march to the parliament. Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
So on 20th July, people from across the country will be coming to Jantar Mantar. Many MPs from all parties will be coming here, and we will be marching towards the parliament to raise our voice, to keep our demands, because we have been sitting here for last 27 days. Despite of 45 degrees of heat, despite of heavy rain, we have stayed put here. We have not moved an inch from here, and yet the government has not taken a note either of us or his health. So we think now it's time to go to the parliament and to keep our demands there.
But do you think you'll be allowed to do that?
Yeah, I'm sure, because we are not doing anything wrong. We are just simply asking for the resignation of the minister who is responsible for the death of more than 20 students. There should be some basic accountability in this country, and that is what we are asking for.
What do you think is the biggest achievement of this protest so far?
The biggest achievement of this protest is that the country has finally gone back to asking questions and to raise their voice. For last 10-12 years, we have seen people were scared of making political comments. People were scared of questioning the government. Now there are thousands of people behind me who are questioning the government and asking resignation. So this is the biggest achievement of this movement.
So you heard Abhijit Dipke, who has a lot of hopes from the 20th of July when that protest continues. I also spoke to Saurabh Das about the health of Sonam Wangchuk. The difference between the message and the messenger. What is more important? Has the Cockroach Janata Party, in its 1 month long protest, succeeded in at least one thing? In mainstreaming, despite the support of the legacy media. I don't call them mainstream, but despite the support, despite the lack of support of the legacy media, has this protest been able to mainstream an issue such as education in this country? Let's listen in to what Saurabh Das had to say. Well, this has become much more than a Cockroach Janata Party now. Do you think, what according to you is the biggest achievement of whatever you have done?
I think in the past 26-27 days, more than 1.7 lakh people have joined us here at Jantar Mantar. I think the kind of space we have created, the kind of stage that we have created and given to people, I think that's a big accomplishment, given that the times today are not very normal. Some people call it undeclared emergency. There's obviously a lot of restrictions on your right to protest, on right to assemble peacefully, and in general on your right to free speech. So people getting this kind of space, people sitting here talking about politics and society till 3 a.m., 4 a.m. at night, I think that's a huge accomplishment, and there is a dire need for spaces like this across India. But that we've been able to create this in the capital of this country, I think it's a big accomplishment.
Saurabh, to what end? I asked this question of Abhijit Dipke also. You see, hunger strike is a form of protest, but there are other forms of protest also. You have been able to mainstream a very important issue related to the education sector. But do you think that now other options of protesting must be explored across the country?
Definitely so, but I don't think you can discount one form of protest just because there exists some other form of protest too. When we first started sitting here, people from the media and some people here used to tell us कि आप लोग कब भिड़ोगे पुलिस से. When will you break barricades and go ahead? When will you go to India Gate or the Parliament and stuff like that?
You didn't have to.
We didn't have to because that is also a form of protest. Everything that is done peacefully within the four corners of the Constitution, I think that's a legitimate form of protest, and we should all be exploring as and when time requires us to explore every means possible. So we started with a one-day protest, then we came to a sit-in protest, then we started a hunger strike, and now we go on a march to the Parliament. So there are ways to do it, there are means to do it, and it takes time for us to escalate things also depending on how the government is responding.
Why are you so confident that you will be allowed to march?
See, we are here to march peacefully, and as the last many days and over 1.5 months has shown, we always protest peacefully. So there's a record of us protesting peacefully, and the Constitution allows us the right to assemble peacefully. So I don't know why anybody would have a problem with us marching to the Parliament. Countries abroad have a designated space inside the Parliament complex for people to come and protest. So I don't know why we in India do not have such a space to dissent. So it's a message to be sent to the government that listen, people are raising legitimate issues and they should be responding. If not, then people will adopt means that they may not really like.
Last question. A lot of people have appealed Sonam Wangchuk to end his fast. I want to know from you, what do you make of these appeals and your honest, dispassionate assessment about his health?
See, Sonam sir's health is deteriorating. Everybody knows that. The doctors who come here also tell the media the very same thing. There's a lot of muscle loss that is happening, and we are very concerned about his health. Unfortunately, I think the narrative should not become about his health alone, but people should be asking why the government is choosing to be ignorant towards this protest, towards Sonam sir's health. Because this is the very question that Sonam ji also keeps asking us. Has the government invited us for talks? You remember, there's this new, finding also that Indira Gandhi, when Sonam sir's father was doing such a hunger strike in Ladakh, Indira Gandhi had flew specially there and broken his hunger strike as well. So if governments all have been doing so and have been listening to protesters, why have they chosen not to respond to Sonam ji? So I think people should be asking the government this question.
So that is Sonam Wangchuk in conversation with different members of the Cockroach Janta Party. So will Sonam Wangchuk end his hunger strike post the 20th of July? That is going to be the most important question. We gave you a glimpse of day 19 of his hunger strike and close to 1 month of the Cockroach Janta Party protest right here at Jantar Mantar. As we said, Cockroach Janta Party has succeeded in mainstreaming an issue like education. Will different forms of protest be undertaken by the Cockroach Janta Party? Because as we all know, hunger strike is just one form of protesting. There are many other ways to protest peacefully in a democracy. What do you think has been the biggest achievement of this protest, and does this protest actually matter to you? That is the most important. Thank you very much for watching this special broadcast.